Hello, I'm Kelly Fitzgerald. I want to talk about a dark night of the soul today. I've had questions about that from people recently, and what is that? What is it even? So let's start there. The dark night of the soul is, well, if you are feeling just like you don't belong anywhere, nothing that used to make you happy is making you happy anymore. You don't know who you are, what makes you happy. You don't know why you're feeling sad. You can't bring yourself to feeling happy, even if you have a million and one things to be happy about. You don't know which direction to turn. It's deeper than just feeling stuck where you are. Everything you believed your whole life all of a sudden makes no sense. That's a dark night of the soul. It can mimic other things. It can mimic, if you have autoimmune diseases, in my personal experience, and that's all this is, it can mimic a flare up. Understand none of this is meant to be any kind of medical advice. If you are feeling depressed, if you are feeling like you want to hurt yourself, seek help. That is not what this is about. This is about a situation where you are questioning every single thing in your life, all the people, everything. That's a dark night of the soul. The first time you go through it, and yes, I say first time because you can have multiple dark nights of the soul. The first time is going to be traumatic. It's going to really put you off balance. It's really going to be tough. Be kind to yourself. Oftentimes, the first dark night of the soul is triggered by something you consider to be catastrophic in your life. Whether it is the end of a long-time relationship, a job. I've spoken with people who have lost homes, lost family members, suddenly, unexpectedly. Those kinds of things can trigger that initial dark night of the soul where everything is different. You may be going through life not like feeling or connecting to anything. Be patient with yourself. There is no length of time that is quote unquote standard to go through a dark night of the soul. It's going to take as long as it takes, truly, and you will come out the other side. If you start really feeling hopeless, maybe that's time for you to seek professional help. Most of the time, in my experience, people do get through it on their own or with help from friends, close family. You need to have your support system. They need to be aware of what is happening to you, what is going on in your life. If you need to spend days at a time in bed eating ice cream, watching TV, that's okay. Don't let anyone tell you you're doing anything wrong. Do what is right for you, and you will get through it. Sometimes we get out of that first dark night of the soul, and we realize things that matter don't anymore. At that point, it's really common to question your entire life, question your friends, your lifestyle, people in your life, all of those things. If you find you are doing that now, that's okay. People grow and change throughout their lives. They just do. That's being human. So don't think that someone either took something you said wrong or doesn't understand or you did anything wrong and they decided to ghost you. Let them go. You know, sometimes when we are changing, subconsciously, the people around us recognize we're not the same anymore. We may look the same, we may be fundamentally the same at our core, but if you've gone through a dark night of the soul, everything is subtly different. It may not be huge changes, but it does change you. Does change you. And you need to be okay with that. No, you've not lost your mind. You are not, going down the rabbit hole from which you will never return. Let it be what it is. Know that it is part of your soul's journey and you will come out the other side. Now, a lot of the time, about a couple of years after you've come through that dark night of the soul for the first time, you'll have, I call them aftershocks. You'll have similar things, not as deep, but because we heal in a spiral, life is not linear. You will go back and revisit things on a deeper level. Now, because you've already gone through that huge ego death, dark night of the soul, each subsequent dark night of the soul will be a little less intense, but it will still be there. And the same things apply. Give yourself the time and space to go through it, to heal what needs to be healed, to look at what needs to be looked at. You'll be okay. Don't fight it. Don't resist it. When it is time for your soul to grow, the best thing you can do is let it. Let it grow. Let yourself feel what you feel, no matter how deeply you feel it. Be patient. You'll get through it. Love yourself enough to allow yourself to heal. You can find a lot of stuff on the dark night of the soul and where it originated and where it came from and all of that stuff. I believe it was 6th. I may be wrong, but I think it was the 6th century. But it was St. John of the Cross, who is generally given credit for the terminology of dark night of the soul. He may not actually have come up with it, but that's what I have heard and read. And honestly, it doesn't really matter where it came from. What matters is that you're going to go through it. You're going to be okay. You're going to get through it. You will, really. Be kind to yourself. When you are being triggered, if you get to the point where you realize you're lashing out at people, or you're angry, or you're frustrated, or you're impatient, that's time to be a little bit of a hermit. You don't want to throw all of your dark energy out into the universe. You don't want to attack people. Know that it's you and that's what you're feeling. And if you want to write it down to get it out of your body, that's great. Dance around your house like an idiot. That's great too. That's a great way of releasing it. Deep, dark feelings are going to come up. That's part of it. It's okay. It is. It's okay. Feel it. Let it go. One thing that I like to do myself personally when I've gone through that, and I've gone through a couple already, actually 3, and one was incredibly difficult. And they're all difficult. But they generally get less intense in subsequent times. So what I do is I put an energy ball between my hands and I make it translucent, white. It can be blue, it can be purple. It doesn't matter what color you make it initially. It needs to be a light, bright color. And then I visualize all of the deep, dark stuff that I'm trying to let go of coming from my heart chakra into that ball, filling it up, turning it a darker color. It doesn't have to be black. It can be a dark gray, a dark blue, whatever dark color you want. See it in that ball. And when you're finished, throw it away. Drop kick it. whatever it is, with your intention that all of that stuff be transmuted into love and light. This is a really deep topic, and I could talk for hours about it, but I'm going to end it there. I think that gives you enough to know you're not going crazy. There are ways through it. Give yourself time. Be patient with yourself. Love yourself enough to allow yourself to heal. I hope it's been helpful. Let me hear from you if this was helpful. If you think you're going through a dark night of the soul, or maybe you've been through one, I would love to hear about it. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.